Hello guys, how are you? We are back. Okay, so today we'll continue with a topic where I think most of you will come through if you actually have a look at the slides. Okay, from the previous slides folder, where you will see that there is a section at the very end where we talk about separating the files. Okay, so today we will talk about how we separate the files and how do we do that. Okay, right. So it's a very simple thing. Okay, so without further ado, let's go on and let's do a similar program that we have done previously. Okay, so first of all, we have all the necessaries here. We have IOStream string using namespace standard. So first, let's create a class. Let's call it student. Okay, and this is how we create a class. Just to refresh. Okay, and that's it, right? And let's say we have a couple of variables, data members. Then we have double, then you have q1. Okay, then let's copy this and we have q2. All right, and then we have say another variable called carry marks. Okay, carry marks here. Okay, all right. So since this is in a class and I have not declared if this is a public or private, so by default this all will be private data members. Okay, then let's have like a public access specifier. Let's have a constructor. Okay, so the constructor is very simple. Remember, we have mentioned before in the previous slides. It doesn't have a return value, same name as the class. Okay, blah blah blah. You can check the previous videos. And let's say here we are going to accept 3 parameters. The first one is called n, and then we have double q1, and say we have double q2, right? And all it does here is basically assigning the values to q1, then you have q2, blah blah blah, and one more which is name, which is n. Right, so we have 3 statements in our constructor, public, right? And let's have another function, public function, and we call it print. Okay, so if I'm going too fast, guys, you can always pause the video and just copy it slowly, right? Or whatever I'm doing. So let's print a statement there where we will print the carry marks, and this is the carry mark. So let's have an objective here. So we will create a class and a main program where we will get information from user, the name, q1 and q2, and then we'll calculate the carry marks and return the carry marks back to the student. It's a simple program. Okay, all right. So let's have another function called calculate, but let's make it a bit special. The calculate here, all right, okay, I would like to put it as private instead of public. Okay, let's call it calc, right? And all it does is basically to calculate the values of carry marks equals to q1 plus q2. Simple. Okay, so we have calculate, and this is what we call a private function. These are all private data members. This is what we call private function. Okay, private functions. Or we can also call this utility function, which you can see in the slides as well. So any function that is private, we call it utility function, which means, why is it utility? We can only call this function in between the class, only within the class. Okay, you cannot use it outside the class, where the constructor can be called outside the class, like in main. The print can also be called outside of the class, for example, like in main, right? Okay, good. Now, so we have calculate here. So which function do we call this? So of course, we need to have the value of carry marks before we can print it, correct? So by right, maybe I can call it in constructor. I can also call it in print. So in this case, I would like to call it in print. So what I do, I just call cal, okay, just like how you call a normal function, right? And there is my class. So what it will do, it will basically store 3 values, right? And then the print will calculate, call function calculate, right? You do not need an object to call calculate because this is within the class, right? And after calculating the carry marks, you will have a value for carry marks, and then you'll print the value of carry marks. Okay, and this is our class. Let's run and see if we have any errors so far. Ah, we have some. So let's see what errors do we have. Compilation. Oh, we don't have a main, that's all. Okay, of course, we have not done it yet. Okay, so let's move on to create our main, right? So in online GDB, it's compulsory for you to use integer as the return value of main, which means you must have a return value, return 0. Okay, and I'm going to declare 3 variables here. Okay, nama, double quiz 1, double quiz 2. I'm just copy pasting from another file that I'm having here, but you guys can pause the video to basically copy what I'm doing. So I'll see out, enter name. I'm gonna have get in, get line, hence I have the string. Then actually I do not need the string. We'll check out after this. So enter quiz 1, enter quiz 2, and blah blah blah, right? So this is what we do, and let's try and run the program one more time. It runs, okay? But then we have something missing here. We can enter the name, Jason, for example. We can enter quiz 1, we can enter quiz 2, but that's it. That's all it does, okay? So far what we are doing is we just enter the values to nama, quiz 1, and quiz 2 with no usage of the class at all yet, okay? So what do we do now? Next, what we can do is basically I will add another, I will create a new function here, a new object here. Let's call it student s1, right? And because I have constructor, therefore I have to pass 3 values. Nama, the first one is a string, second one is q1, and the third one is q2 in this case, right? And I will call the print function print, and I'll run this program. Oops. So q1 and q2, we have a problem there. Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be quiz 1, quiz 2. All right. So run the program. There you go. So we have name, maybe, right? Quiz 1, 23.1, and maybe quiz 2 is 32.11. And you see, I can display your carry marks is 55.21. So what happens is, after I've got all the information, nama, quiz 1, quiz 2, I create the object s1, and then I send over nama, quiz 1, quiz 2 to the constructor. Here, it will be stored in name, q1, q2, and then I use s1, which is the object, to call print. Once I call print, print will be activated. Okay, then it will call cal to calculate carry marks, and then print the output. And this is what we got. All right. So in the next video, I'll show you how we separate this into multiple different files. Okay. So wait for the next video. Okay. We will be doing the same program here. By the way, this is called private function or utility function. If the function is public, then we call it public function, or we can also call it access function. So if it is private, then it's a utility function. If it is public, then we call it access function. So 2 types: utility function, access function. Utility, private function; access function, public function. Okay. So next video.